what we care about today are those winter squash. So I got my pantyhose. So just kind of getting it above. So now it's sitting in there. There we go. I'm liking that. What is up, y'all? Poldy here. I'm back with a quick apartment garden update video. Our apartment garden is looking really good. I'm super happy with it. We've been harvesting a lot of summer squash, and our tomato vines have a lot of fruit on them. Our peppers are growing, and our winter squash are also starting to really grow some nice fruit, and some of them have become pretty big. And now it's time to give those fruits some support, because you know, you can go back and watch all the other videos that we have recorded so far on this apartment gardening journey this year. But we vertically trellised the squash on budget bamboo trellises, like teepee trellises, and they're just fruit is now at the point where the plant needs some support. You know, we want to take some of that weight off the vine so the vine doesn't get damaged, the squash vine. And how we're going to do that is by building squash hammocks. So I'll show you how to do that today. Right now I'm going to the store quick to pick up the needed material, and the main thing we're going to need is pantyhose. So don't worry, pantyhose are not for me. They're all for the squash. But I'm going to pick up, you know, a handful that I can find here, and then we'll go home and I'll show you how we build these hammocks, and you'll see why they're so nice to have if you're vertically trellising your squash. So I'm going to go in the store here now. Probably get some really weird looks from people because I'm buying pantyhose. But yeah, see you in the store in a sec here, and then from there we'll go home. Alright, I have exited the men's clothing section. I'm now in the women's clothing section. I'm trying to make this quick. I got what I was looking for. 3 pairs of pantyhose for like $5. Seems like a good deal to me. So let's get home and get building. Back in the garden at home now. We got a yellow squash coming here. But what we care about today are those winter squash. So I got my pantyhose. Accidentally got kids pantyhose. I would definitely recommend getting adult pantyhose, or, you know, nylon leggings, I think they call them as well. That way you just have a little bit more surface area to work with, especially if you grow in big fruits, and they're probably a little stronger too. So I just cut off a bottom section here. It's got the toe. In this case we don't need to tie much off besides the top. All we're going to do is put this over a fruit like a sock. So come over here. Look at this awesome fruit. It's already looking really tasty to me, but it still has a while to go. So let's see if I can get through this leafy jungle here. I'm just gonna put this over our squash here. So just kind of getting it above. So now it's sitting in there in that sock. Just gonna carefully set that down. These fruits are already kind of big. You could do this a lot earlier. Now I'm just gonna grab some string here. Got my string right here. And then if you want to come in a little closer with the camera, I can show them. I'm just gonna grab one end here. Tie that off. Probably do like 2 or 3 knots. Make sure it's semi-sturdy. Okay. Now I'm just going to take my string, and since we have these teepee trellises this year, you know, up here is kind of strongest point, so you could also connect the hammock kind of on the sides. It depends really on what kind of trellis you have and how you want to do this, but we just tested one more and this seemed to work the best, so I'm going to bring it up here, wrap it around. Come over on this side. And this is important now. You want to kind of measure however much string you think you'll need. And then you're probably still going to need a little less, especially if you get really stretchy pantyhose. So I'm going about to where the other string is here, cutting that. Now let's tie this section on. So I'm having Lindy behind the camera here help me hold up the fruit. That's a big help. Okay, that's got to hold. Let's see. Is it holding?
Move one of those leaves for me.
This leaf?
So you don't suffocate it.
Let's see. Okay.
Nice.
Looks like some of that weight is off the fruit now.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll have to see. Like I said, this is the first time we're doing it with pantyhose like this. I don't know if I like the netting better or this. What I like about the netting is that it's actually got less stretch. These seem to have a lot of stretch, and I could see these now with time getting more and more stretchy, and then we're not really achieving our weight let off here. So we'll see. We can also grab this now though and just kind of wrap it one more time carefully to get, just to loop it a bit. I think that's looking pretty good. Let's do one more from the other side. There we go. I'm liking that. Okay, so we got one big squash in the pantyhose, another big squash here that we did earlier, and oh yeah, our acorn squash is starting to look good. Come here, Lindy. Check this out. Nice. We should probably tie those off too quick. So that's really it. To me, with the pantyhose this year, it was definitely a bit more of a hassle compared to using the netting material that's a bit less stretchy that we used last year, but it works. We'll just have to kind of see how it develops now as the fruits grow. Probably should have also gotten a adult pantyhose, but I think it'll work. So that's it for the video. We're gonna just keep doing the rest now. Hope you learned something new, and if you have an even better way of doing this, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.